welcome to the Irish in the UK. Coming up in the show this week, we'll be meeting Father Pat Clarke, who has given up most of his life caring for the poor in Brazil. The Leeds Irish Health and Homes held a very successful dinner dance at the Leeds Irish Centre, and we went along to see how it all went. But first up, we'll be joining Nathan Carter at the signing of his brand new book at Waterstones in Liverpool. Nathan, what a lovely day. Sun is shining and here you are for your book signing in Liverpool.
Yeah, delighted to be here and great to see there's a good load of people turned up to come and get the new book signed, which has just been released last week.
Yeah, well, fantastic, and of course your new book. We're all looking forward to reading it, but tell us a little bit about how you got to write in the book and where you got the idea from.
Yeah, well, I was approached by Penguin last year, which a lot of people know is the biggest company in the UK, book-wise, and they asked me would I be interested in writing an autobiography, and I kind of laughed, said I'm only 27, so why would I? But, you know, started to put pen to paper, got a co-writer in, Emma Hetherington from Tyrone in Northern Ireland, and she came on tour, and before we knew it, we had the book done. A lot of it is about life on the road, the ups and downs, the places I played, like the Palladium, which you guys were there, and the arenas and so on, and it's been great. It's a lot of people are enjoying the book. There's a lot in it that people wouldn't know about myself, you know, from past experience and family life and growing up. So it's a whole new chapter for me, and just hoping people enjoy it.
Now you're here at Waterstones in Liverpool today, but tell us when is the book released and how people can get hold of it?
Yeah, it's available from all Waterstone shops. It's available online and available in Eason's in Ireland as well. And you can get it on my website, nathancartermusic.com.
Now, of course, you're always busy, we know this, and but tell us about your new album.
Yeah, brand new album, just released. Same name as the book, called Born for the Road. Really delighted with it. A lot of it was recorded in Nashville. And I've released songs like Winnie O'Neill off it, Give It To Me, the latest one, There You Are, which I'm going to have a video for in the next couple of weeks, and some brand new songs that I've written, some old country classics like Misty, yeah, hopefully there's something on it for everyone. It's now available. It's available on iTunes, Tesco, Golden Discs, you name it, you can get it somewhere. Like so. Yeah.
And of course the book and the album make a lovely, lovely Christmas present.
Well, that was the idea when we said the book was being released. I said we should do them both at the same time, you know. So fingers crossed people will enjoy the two of them.
Now, speaking about Christmas, of course, the turn of the year, you've got your UK tour coming up.
Yeah, delighted to be coming back to England on tour this January. I think the tour kicks off on the 25th of January here in Liverpool in the Philharmonic. Fantastic venue, I always love coming back to it. And the night after we're going to be in Leeds Irish Centre, which I'm really excited about as well. That's one of the venues that I used to play every month when I started out, about 12 years ago now. Seems so long ago, but yeah, really looking forward to it. We're touring all around the UK in January, and tickets are now on sale for all them dates.
As the boat began to dock, we received an awful shock. All our plans and dreams were gone, all our money it was stolen. Winnie, though you married me.
Lisa, tell me why you're here today.
We came to see Nathan Carter in his book signing.
And you were telling me that you had a wild weekend with him out there, and was it Spain?
We were out in Medina for a week. Nathan goes out for a week in Spain, so this is the second year we went out, so yeah, it's good crack.
And you've just travelled over from Ireland, I believe, is it this morning?
Yeah, I've come over for the day, just for the signing.
My goodness, you're dedicated fans.
Yeah. We came over just because Nathan's an all-around nice guy, so thought we'd make the trip.
And what's this little girl's name?
Faith.
And is she a Nathan fan as well?
Yeah.
And what about you, Antoinette?
Yeah, I'm a big fan as well.
Yeah. So both you girls are from Belfast?
Yeah. We travel all over the country to see Nathan, so we travel all throughout the UK and Ireland. So it was a must for us to come over.
And did you enjoy the holidays with Nathan?
Yeah. Fancy seeing you.
Oh yeah.
They were in Spain last week.
Yeah, it was good fun.
3 days ago.
Nathan's book is called My Story So Far. It's a great read and it'll make a lovely Christmas present. Now, Father Pat Clarke is a missionary priest who has spent most of his life caring for the street children of Brazil. Well, we caught up with him recently when he was here in the UK to chat to him about the great work that he's been doing. Father Pat, you first went to Brazil in 1977. Can you tell me what it was like when you arrived there?
It was like I didn't know where I was. I mean, it was a new world. I think my overriding sense of it was I'm going to learn a lot here.
Now, you've given up over 40 years of your life, caring, fundraising, looking after the street children of Brazil. What has that been like over all them years, and how have you managed to fundraise for them?
That came probably by degrees, you know. I mean, I wasn't into that in the beginning. But I suppose the main thrust of my interest was all these shanty towns, these favelas I'd never seen before. And I thought, probably this would be a good place to be in terms of ministry. So I mean, that's the way we went. And then eventually what happened was we discovered the Legion of Mary was already there. See, people lived in little shacks, wooden shacks or bits of anything that they used to build their homes. And we used to pray then in the shacks with them. You prayed to the accompaniment of children screaming and sometimes gunshots and rats were scurrying around your feet and stench of sewers, all of that. That's the milieu in which you kind of found yourself and where. So the strength of the people is community. And doors open, there's no doors closed or windows closed. You know, it's kind of open street culture. And anytime you would go into one of their places, one of their homes or whatever, you would be always welcome and you would always be sat down to eat something, even if they hadn't got it.
Now, we saw you there telling us earlier on about how they make St. Bridget's crosses and they're sent to Ireland.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens. We produce them now and mass produce them. And Trocra has received several batches of those.
Now, you've worked extremely hard down the years to try and fundraise for them, to try and build communities out there, to try and build buildings. You've done so much during your lifetime, but how good has the support been to you?
Well, I'd have to mention in almost first place my brother Dermot, that without him and his going around and foraging and nudging and annoying and sort of insisting and looking for loopholes everywhere. that has made a whole network of contacts. I mean, all these parishes that I go to, it's he who makes contact. And then I just have to turn up. And then there are some people in Ireland who've been key. And that's basically, Scotland as well. And then we've had help to run some of our projects from CAFOD and Trocra.
Now, before we finish, I know that 2008 was a very special year for you because during your lifetime out there, you've given up so much of your life, so much of your time, so much of your effort to help all those poor people. But in 2008, you were made the Freeman of the City. That must have been great to have your work recognised.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect anything like that. It was a collective effort. I was just the spokesperson there, really.
Geraldine, I believe you've got a lovely story to tell us about Father Pat.
I certainly do. I'm sure there are lots, but my story is that about 3 years ago, when I was the lay chaplain at Loretto High School in Chorlton, I found out about Father Pat and I sought him out through his brother, and he came to speak to our small Justice and Peace group. And before he arrived, I told him how wonderful he was, how fantastic the work he was doing was. And he shuffled into the room, sat down, and didn't say a word. And they were looking at me and looking at him, and next thing one of the students said, "Father, can you tell us about what you do?" And he said, "Oh, sure, I don't do much." Now the silence was incredible. And next thing he looked down at the ground at where I had some stones that were, making the shape of the cross. And he picked up one of the stones and threw it over towards where the students were, onto the mat. And he said, "That's all I am. I'm a stone. I fall into the water and I hope that the ripples reach out to the people that need it." And I don't think I or our students have ever felt such sense of spirituality, of at one with our Lord and having met a true disciple of him. And I think I'm sitting alongside of a live saint for our future and for our lives today.
Father Pat's a wonderful man, and if you'd like to donate or support the great work that he's doing, the details are on the screen now. It's time for us to take a very short break. We'll see you in a few minutes when we'll be joining the Leeds Irish Health and Homes dinner dance. Welcome back to the show. Now, the Leeds Irish Health and Homes held a very successful dinner dance at the Leeds Irish Centre recently. And what a night we had.
It's wonderful to be here, and I'm really enjoying the evening, and it's fantastic centre, fantastic Irish Centre here in Leeds, and a fantastic cause with the Leeds Irish Health and Homes, so it's a privilege to be here.
Yeah, I'm sure you got a good flavour of the wonderful work that they do here in Leeds for the Irish community.
No, I did indeed, and the moment when I dropped into the centre this afternoon, I just got a really wonderful feeling, a great feeling of welcome, a great feeling of vibrancy. And at the dinner this evening, I think we saw from the video in terms of dementia and the needs around dementia and so on, the wonderful work that Leeds Irish Health and Homes are doing in that area, and indeed many others.
Yeah, and of course our Irish community are obviously getting older. We need a lot more support now, and organisations like Irish Community Care in Manchester, Leeds Irish Health and Homes here, they're doing a wonderful job in the north of England.
No, well, they are indeed, and you're absolutely right. I suppose the fact of the matter is, I suppose, that thanks to better health care and all of that, we're all living longer than we used to be 20 or 30 years ago. But then brings its own issues in terms of chronic illness and issues around dementia, which of course have to be managed. And in those circumstances, organisations, the outreach work that is done, like organisations here in Leeds, is invaluable and really crucially needed.
How are you settling into your role here as ambassador here in England? Have you met many people from Tipperary?
Oh yeah, plenty of people from Tipperary, and also plenty of people from my father's home county of Longford as well, and of course my own home county of Dublin. I'm settling in very well, thank you, and it's obviously a very busy time to be here, and as Brexit obviously is the burning issue at the moment, and that takes up a fair amount of my time and my colleagues in the embassy, but we still find time to kind of engage with and celebrate the really other important aspects of life for the Irish community here in Britain, and in terms of the community, in terms of cultural work, in terms of sport. For that reason, obviously, I was very happy to be able to be in Ellen Road this morning for the match with Leeds United, and who are doing so well at the moment in the Championship, and hopefully they'll progress well, and we might even see them in the Premiership next season.
You never understand. Then lights like smoke and loud music. You'll never make a way for the home of a man. For Dublin keeps on changing, and nothing seems the same. The pillar and the net have gone, the royal license pulled down.
And what a lovely, wonderful night here. You must be really pleased.
I'm so humbled and so grateful for the support that we've got, Martin. It's been truly fantastic to see the Irish Centre so full. It's a wonderful Irish Centre. The lovely things that people are saying about the work that we do, and just the fact that this is something we're hoping to make an annual event.
Well, I've spoken to a few people that sat tables here tonight, and they were telling me about some of their relatives that the Leeds Irish Health and Homes has looked after over the last few years, and they were so appreciative of the work that you've done.
Well, the thing that really matters to us is that when people can tell other people about the work that we do and how our support has affected them, because that's the best recommendation that we can hope for. Our service is care, culture and community, and that's what we hope shines out of the work that we do.
Yeah. And of course there's a great crowd here tonight, lots of people supporting you. You just had the auction in there and they were all fighting to buy things, and they know it's all going towards a great cause.
Yes, the dementia work that we're doing it's really important that we're able to continue to do that work, and we can only do that work with the support from the community. And actually the response to our dinner dance has been amazing. You know, people coming and asking for tables, people supporting us with the raffle, and actual promises further after the night, you know, saying that they'd like to support us in the future, and that's just wonderful.
How long has the Leeds Irish Health and Homes been in existence?
So we've been in operation since 1996, Martin, and we provide a range of services that help people. So it can be doing tea dances, it can be doing luncheon clubs, but it's also one-to-one work that helps people get to help it when they need it most. And as you've seen tonight from the video, our dementia support is really important. So families feel lost, they don't know where to turn to when somebody gets a diagnosis of dementia, and we can go in and we can help and we can support. So it helps people to be able to start dealing with the news that they've got, but you know, finding some help and support as well.
Well, you played around and stayed around this old time too long. Summer's come and gone, and the winter's come and gone. Well, you played around and stayed around this old time too long, but for now, well, you've got to travel on.
It's been a brilliant night, and it's a very worthy cause to be here and to be part of this celebration here tonight to raise some funds for Alzheimer's and for the Leeds Irish Homes, Health and Homes.
Of course, Father Eugene, you're a very popular person here in Leeds, and you've served the Irish community here in Leeds for many years.
Well, I'm, I suppose, in the Diocese of Leeds 43 years, so I'm enjoying it, and I'm in this parish here now where the Irish Centre is. I live across the road in St. Patrick's Church. It's a new church of 16 years old, a new church, a new presbytery, and it's next door to the school.
And of course, over the years here, you've seen so many changes, indeed, with our own community here, because let's face it, the Irish community is getting more thinner and thinner on the ground all the time.
Yes, the Irish community and have moved out. They all done so very well in construction and in all kinds of employment. But still, there's a great faith here.
But she died knowing that I really loved her. Of life's bramble bush I picked a rose, this bed of roses that I lay on, where I was taught to be a man. This bed of roses that I lay on is the only kind of life I understand. This bed of roses that I lay on.
Sean, great to see you here in Leeds tonight for the Leeds Irish Health and Homes dinner dance.
It's great to be here as well, Martin. It's a great crowd. It's been a successful night so far.
It is, I'll tell you what, there's 270 people packed in here and they're all waiting for you to go on stage.
Well, hopefully they'll get up and dance whenever we do go on stage. But no, it's great to be part of it, like, you know, and it's for a good cause. And like I said, it's a fantastic night so far. There's a great crowd.
Now, yourself and Tony, how long have you guys been playing together?
About 22 years, I think. Well, as a two-piece, 22 years. Before that, we worked at bands, so about 24 overall, like, you know.
It's a good while, and you've seen a lot of places, but you've done a lot of music as well.
Seen a lot of places, been all over different parts of America and Europe and Ireland, England and everything, so it's been good to us. We've had a great run at it, you know.
Yeah. Now, Tony, you've got a new album out recently. Tell me a bit about that.
Well, a certain gentleman had a big birthday, 60.
Wow.
The record company decided to bring out a new album and they titled it 60 at 60. And there's 3 discs in it. There's 2 CDs and a DVD. So as I tell the people, we're one better than Tesco's. In Tesco's you buy one, get one free. With us you buy one, get 2 free.
So how can people get that?
Well, it should be available in most record shops. Most good record shops would have it, and we'll have it through the fan club online at seanwilson.ie. But it's available in most good record stores.
Now, you've got a big weekend coming up in Wales, I think. Is it Llandudno?
Yeah, we do our own weekend every year in Llandudno. This year, thanks be to God, it's sold out again. It's 2nd, 3rd and 4th of November. We get a lot of the same people coming back every year. So it's a good weekend and it's a good opportunity. You have a bit of time to talk to the people and meet them and enjoy the crack. You know, we enjoy the weekend. It's a good weekend.
And of course, it's great to see you back. You're back and forth to England quite a lot, aren't you, Sean?
Most weekends, we're over most weekends, come in on a Friday, go home again Monday morning, like, you know, do the 3 gigs. Some weekends you have 4, some weekends you have 2, it's up and down like that, you know, but we just sort of fly back and forward, leave the van here for it's easier doing that than travelling and doing all the driving up to Scotland, you know, for the ferry, so it's handier to fly.
Well, travelling is the killer, isn't it, if you're driving?
It was already 30 years ago when we started out, but like I said...
When you're 60, is it?
It's not as easy now as it used to be, you know.
She's my girl, she's my world, she's my wife. She lets me out, rest my best, keeps me filled with happiness. Well, I don't know, I'm just lucky, I guess. I don't know, I'm just lucky, I guess.
Well, what a great night, and well done to the Leeds Irish Health and Homes for all the wonderful work that they do for the Irish community in Leeds. Now, Henry McGlade is back next Thursday evening at 7 o'clock. We are here at 7:30 with the Irish in the UK. Both shows are repeated on a Saturday night between 8 and 9 p.m. and again on a Tuesday between 12:30 and 1:30 p.m. All on Sky 455 Showcase TV. See you next time.